Welcome to the 17th Annual Greyhound Choice Awards, sponsored by Northern Renaissance. Renaissance is a program here at Northern whose goal is to recognize as many students and staff members as possible throughout the school year. The Greyhound Choice Award honors students for being themselves. They are not honored for good grades or attendance, although there are many students that are honored with both. Each one of our Greyhound Choice recipients have made their mark this year at Northern. They remind us why we come to school every day and why we continue to work so hard. Without further ado, on to our show.
My Greyhound Choice Award goes to Kelsey England. She's a passionate student who has a great sense of others, which makes her the natural selection for this award. Her energy is contagious, and she has motivated other students to share her intensity about life. If you know Kelsey, she can be a calm person, but when it comes to looking out for others, she can be fierce. Kelsey is very respectful of her teachers and classmates. She encourages other students and always has a grounded perspective. In addition, whenever I would have a conversation with Kelsey, she listens to advice shared and strives to make her situation better. I wish all of my students were that receptive after a dialogue. Kelsey is a wonderful young lady and is a pleasure to have in school. Her many talents will allow her to be successful in life. She exemplifies all the qualities that are important for the Greyhound Choice Award recipient. Congratulations, Kelsey. You deserve it.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Kelsey. I'll be in touch soon, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, take care.
Me too.
All right, see you.
If for no other reason, Sophie Dearberg would be a standout student for having bested me in number of books read in a lifetime, as anyone who can talk books with me and match my enthusiasm is a winner in my eyes. But what is so remarkable about Sophie goes beyond books and academia and straight into the heart of what makes a person good. Sophie, you are a good person. You just are. You care deeply about people. You understand and recognize what is important in life. You are unafraid to embrace fully that which makes you, you, and disregard the fodder and trappings of someone else's perception of what teenagedom should be. Our Wednesday chats, be they on current events, books we've enjoyed, or our mutual love of cats, shout out Josh and Willow, became the high points of my week, reminding me that despite the unprecedented nature of this year, connections could be made. So I thank you. I thank you for participating in class discussions. I thank you for your intellectual insights and sharp wit. And I thank you for letting me get to know you as a person, not just a student. This year, more than ever, connection is the greatest gift we can offer to one another. I am proud to make my Greyhound choice for the 2020-2021 school year, Miss Sophie Dearberg.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you more than you know.
Hey Jared, you were one of the first students I met at Northern Burlington. You came to my office and asked to be placed in more challenging classes because you thought you could handle it and because it would help you with your behavior. The two things that impressed me about you on that day, were that you wanted to challenge yourself academically. The second was your knowledge of yourself. You knew that by putting yourself in a good situation, you could be more successful. When I think about you, Jared, I see a kind, respectful young man who is full of potential. My hope for you is that you continue to challenge yourself so that you can reach your potential and don't take away the easy way out. Please stay in touch, and I hope that you finish strong here at Northern Burlington, and I see you in the future. Thanks.
Today, I have the pleasure of presenting my second Greyhound Choice Award to a student whose infectious personality lights up any room she is in. I will never forget the day I first met Sheila Moore. 2 years ago, I had a group of her friends in my US1 class who needed to stay after school to watch a video that they'd missed. And as I was walking around the room, there was some random girl just sitting next to a student of mine. And then next thing you know, she just starts popping into my class, visiting me all the time. Although I did not have the pleasure of having Sheila in class, she did make it a point to visit me all the time. And I feel like we have grown into a nice little friendship that we've created. We have a nice bond. I very, very much appreciate and I cherish the friendship that we've created over the last few years, Sheila. You are very outgoing, you are independent, and you are a very reliable person. You are compassionate. You always put feelings above yourself. You always worry about other people more than you worry about yourself. And I just think that that makes you so special. You are just one of a kind. You are beautiful inside and out. And I am just so excited to give you this virtual Greyhound Choice Award.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome. You're so deserving, Miss Queen, Miss Girl.
Thanks, Quinn.
So it's been a pleasure to watch you grow as a student and as an athlete into a young adult over the past few years. Sophomore year, you were a quiet but hardworking student in my English class. I watched you overcome challenges that most of your peers would never encounter. Junior year, you ventured out of your comfort zone to join the cheerleading squad. Just as you did in English class, I watched you work harder than most of your peers to become part of the Northern Cheer family. You were willing to learn new skills and switch positions in order to help your team succeed in the pep rally performance, and Coach Sampson and I could not have been prouder of you. As you conclude your senior year, I'm happy that I was able to have you as an English student one last time. You are dedicated, kind, and perseverant. These qualities will help you succeed in anything you put your mind to. Good luck on all your future endeavors after Northern. I wish you the best.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
My Greyhound Choice Award for this outrageously wild and unprecedentedly challenging school year goes to Hana Khan. Hana and I have a long history, one that really dates back to before we even knew each other about 10 years ago. I was privileged to have the opportunity to teach Hana's equally sweet and brilliant older sister, Samia, many years before Hana. I remember when I first realized that they were sisters on one of Hana's first days in my biology class, when she recalled a funny story that her sister told her of when I brought my new puppy to class and he was chasing Samia around the classroom. My fondness for Hana's older sister made me optimistic that Hana and I would develop an equally special relationship. And honestly, she has exceeded all my expectations. Hana was a phenomenal biology student amongst classmates who were less than enthusiastic about the subject. So I could always count on her to answer a question or share her thoughts when everyone else left me hanging. Hana would look at me with a very empathetic expression to let me know that she knew how I felt and that she'd always have my back. Fast forward to this school year, and not only did I have the good fortune of having Hana in my anatomy class, but also as my silk. Hana has been a solid, consistently great anatomy student, but honestly, it's her exemplary role as my silk that earned her my vote for Greyhound Choice. I have had many silks before, but none of them stepped up and took charge the way Hana did this year. Often I am so overwhelmed with other things that I forget to give my silk something to do. So in years past, most silks would just use their time in my class to socialize or work on other things. But now Hana is always asking me what she can do and takes initiative to develop warm-ups and activities for the students. She helps me monitor student performance in class and alerts me when kids seem to be off track. She takes attendance every day and then stays on Google Meet after all the students have left so that we can debrief and plan for the next lesson. Aside from all that, Hana is also so kind and considerate. She drew a beautiful picture back there for me for my birthday all the way back in October. The picture was of me holding a pumpkin. I love pumpkin everything, and she knows that, and surrounded by all 4 of my beloved pets. She even included the little bobby pin I always wear in my hair. Hana pays attention to everything, and she gets me. I've tried my best to educate, support, and inspire Hana this year, but honestly, I think she's done a better job of doing that for me. She truly made this hectic year easier and more enjoyable. Thank you so much, Hana, for everything. I will miss you, but I know we will stay in touch forever. Best wishes and love, Mrs. Rapazzi.
My Greyhound Choice Award this year goes to Isabelle Connor. When I pick this award every year, I always try to pick a student that is kind and compassionate and caring. And one of the things that I love about this particular award every year is that it does not always have to go to the student with the best grades or academic honors. and it allows me to choose a student that, might not typically get recognized in school for academic purposes. However, there are some years like this year where it turns out that those two things go hand in hand. Looking on Power School, Isabelle has something that you rarely ever see, and I was shocked at. She has a 100 for every marking period this year in peer leadership, sociology, my class, current issues, statistics, floral design, and then she has high A's in AP psychology, AP art, AP English. It's very impressive. I've seen her get recognition for her artwork at school, and she definitely deserves it. In sociology class, I would often task students with analyzing in-depth current situations and issues regarding things from race to socioeconomics and other things like that. And honestly, very few high schoolers are really able to do that at a high level. And Isabelle, she's one of those few. And I can't wait to see what the future has in store for you. I wish that you were only a junior so that you could silk for my social class next year. And genuinely, I want to thank you for helping to inspire me this year to push myself and my students and my second semester sociology class in what's been obviously a tough year. You've been a ray of sunshine for sure. So I wish you the best of luck next year, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you've done for me.
You're very welcome. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon.
You too. Bye, Mr.
Bye.
Rogers.
This year has posed many challenges, and as a teacher, some days are harder than others. But when you have a literal ray of sunshine that walks into your classroom, teaching just gets easier. That's what Lydia has been for me this year. She always has a positive attitude, and that is not to say she's always happy or in like a great mood, but she keeps moving forward and doing her best. Lydia treats everyone with kindness. She is genuine and curious, and I am lucky to have her in my class. I chose Lydia for my Greyhound choice because I wanted to thank her for all her help this year. When no one wants to respond over Zoom, Lydia is there to talk about her day, answer questions, and just be a light amongst dark screens. It sounds simple, but you have no idea how much we appreciate students like you. So thank you.
Zach, I bet you are just as surprised as I am that you were my Greyhound's choice recipient this year. I have to be honest, there has been many class periods where you drove me up a wall, but I can't express how proud I am of you for coming so far since your sophomore year. You've transformed from a student that would rarely follow directions to a clever and bright-minded young adult. You've surprised both Miss Whitehead and me by adding to class discussions this year. It has been a pleasure to have you in English 4. You're in the final stretch now, so stay motivated. Good luck on all your future endeavors after Northern. I wish you the best.
This year, my Greyhound choice goes to Sasha Quinn. As an educator, each year is a new opportunity to meet new students and reconnect with previous students. This year, I am incredibly grateful to have had the opportunity to work with you, Sasha Quinn. Like the ocean, waves develop and can knock you down, but you are strong like a bull and always get back up to fight. Something that I noticed about you, Sasha, and admire is your willingness to try new things. This year, you branched out and put your best foot forward at Northern, even when things got tough. You could have taken the easy way out, but you chose not to. You showed up every day and gave your best. I am so proud that you ventured to the recycling center with me and your mom, and you found your next steps. I know that you will do great and will work hard. I also know that you will enjoy seeing all of the goodies that come through, but make sure not to bring everything home. I appreciate your uniqueness and bravery. You march to the beat of your own drum. Sasha, continue being true to yourself, and when things get crazy in this world, keep holding your head up high no matter what. Love yourself always, not just for who you are, but everything you have become. Thank you for letting me in and teaching me cool things about history, your rats, how to care for a sick turkey, and just today we discussed hazardous chemicals. I will miss our weekly talks, but most of all, I will miss you. Your spunk and attitude will always hold a special place in my heart. I wish you the best of luck and can't wait to hear about your success. Congratulations, Sasha.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I met Trevor's dad before I met Trevor. He was going into his sophomore year, and I learned that he preferred to attend college courses at the local community college rather than high school courses. I knew right away that this was a very determined young man. When I finally had the opportunity to meet Trevor, we hit it off instantly because of our mutual love for the Philadelphia Eagles. From that day forward, Trevor never missed an opportunity to say hello to me and chat about the Eagles' progress, or lack thereof, during the current season. It was during his sophomore year that he came to us with a complete plan to graduate from Northern in 3 years rather than 4. It was well thought out and ambitious, pretty much like everything Trevor does. Life hasn't always been easy, but I have watched Trevor grow tremendously over the last couple of years. I know he will do great things and make a difference in the world for sure. For all of these reasons and more, Trevor Sahl is my Greyhound choice.
Sarah Bunce is everything we could want in a student. She never gives up. She works hard. She wants all of us to be happy, and she wants to be involved. Working with Sarah over the years has brought me immense joy. Whenever I feel low, I can find her, we can share, a laugh, take a selfie, and I leave feeling recharged to face the rest of the day. And it's not just me. If you see her in the hallway, you will hear a chorus of "Hi, Sarahs" coming from both students and staff as they walk by. I wish that last year and this year were different, but Sarah has handled the changes and challenges with grace and strength. Sarah, you are a great person, and I will miss seeing you every day.
The great mathematician, artist, and inventor, Leonardo da Vinci said, "It had long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things." This is a characteristic which I continually see in my Greyhound choice nominee. This person doesn't just sit back and take the easy way. They often step up, even though no one asked, to figure out what needs to be done and does it, and their teacher very much appreciates that. These actions demonstrate just one of the reasons why my nominee has what it takes to be a future leader. Continually using character strengths of patience and perseverance, combined with intelligence to solve problems and kindness to all. It has been an honor to see this person in action, navigating stressful challenges, both in and outside the classroom. Often, unbeknownst to peers, this amazing individual has the ability to strategize and overcome difficult challenges. Her strengths largely contributed to why I chose her for this award. Due to her excellence of character, I have chosen Madison Coltrane to be my Greyhound Choice Award recipient.
So Nico, this year, I have the privilege to award my Greyhound Choice Award to you. Over the past few years, Nico, you have truly evolved into a reputable, mature young man. All right. It is a rare to meet a student who generally cares about his future as well as the future of others in the environment. Nico, you have a wicked sense of humor, but you also know how to use your intelligence to help the world around you. All in all, I am honored to call myself your teacher, and I'm certain that in your future, you will not only do well, but you will do well for the planet as well. Way to go, Nico. So proud of you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. You deserve it. 100%.
My Greyhound Choice Award goes to Armani. I have known and taught Armani for the last 3 years. He started off as a rambunctious sophomore. He liked to do what he wanted to do in class, especially eating fries every day, but he was always respectful. As a junior, he was much more mature, but still needed a lot of prompting to complete his work. I still enjoyed having him as a student and getting to know him as a young man. I begged him not to take math his senior year unless he was willing to put in the work. He said he was not going to take it, but on day 1, my roster had his name on it. I thought, well, maybe he does want to learn more math. This year has been a struggle for both of us, getting him to complete his assignments, but through it all, he has taken full responsibility for his actions. Armani is always polite and has a smile on his face. I'm glad he's coming into the building now for the last quarter so I can laugh with him and be able to help him stay focused. I hope wonderful things happen for this young man in his future. He has the potential. He just needs to use it. Please help me congratulate Armani.
My Greyhound choice goes to the one and only Nicole Casolino. What a year. With remote instruction, hybrid instruction, Zoom calls, and an inconsistent schedule, the only thing we could ever expect was the unexpected. Despite all that, there was one bit of consistency, one bit of regularity in a year devoid of such rhythm. Every day during period 5-6 of AP Environmental Science, I could guarantee Nicole would be logged onto our Google Meet, camera on, smiling away, ready to begin learning. When Nicole started coming to class in person during the fourth quarter, she brought that same cheerful demeanor, inquisitive nature, and her sweet personality to the physical classroom. When Nicole walks into class and asks, "How are you doing today, Mr. Keenan?" she's asking out of genuine curiosity and compassion rather than for simple pleasantries. She's supportive of her classmates, cheers on their successes, and extends empathy with their struggles. In a year that's been hard on everyone, including the teachers, Nicole's presence in my class made it a much more enjoyable experience. Nicole's biggest contribution to our course, however, extended beyond the classroom. Each year, our AP Environmental Science students participate in a community service-based project through the Philadelphia Zoo called the Unless Contest. The goal of the project is to spread awareness about environmental issues and develop a plan to improve the quality of our local ecosystems. Nicole volunteered and was selected by her peers to be our lead project manager. Through the hard work of the students, and especially Nicole, for the first time in the school's history, the Northern AP Environmental Science class finished third place among all high schools in the contest. Over 200 schools from the Philadelphia area and beyond collaborate to make a meaningful difference in their community. This year, the AP Environmental Science class hosted a virtual environmental science themed trivia night, collected trash from Mansfield Township, and will use the funds raised to add native plants to the school's eco center to help prevent nutrient runoff from hurting the pond. After this year, I find myself trying to get out of the making predictions business. However, I can say with the utmost confidence that wherever Nicole goes, whatever career path life takes her on, she will bring leadership skills, charismatic charm, and will foster positive relationships with all those she crosses paths with. It's been an absolute pleasure being Nicole's teacher this year, and I look forward to seeing where Nicole's life head next, and to see if the world is really ready for the Nicole Casolino.
My Greyhound Choice Award goes to Diana and Catherine Sertikowski, also known to me as Di and Serti. You girls bring the biggest smile to my face, whether it's having a conversation, turning around and seeing you do something hilarious, or making a great play. I'm so thankful and lucky I got to coach you together this year. I've seen you both grow so much in the past month and can rely on you on and off the field. It's extremely unique to get to play sports with your sister, and you girls make it fun to watch. The way you have fun together is something special. Di, I will miss you more than you know next year. I hope you keep in touch. I know you'll do great things. Serti, I hope you're as excited as I am to have 2 more years left together. Thank you girls for letting me coach you. You're a coach's dream. I can't wait to watch you succeed.
Aww, thank you, Have. Thank you. It's been so much fun this year too, getting to play together. Crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, my Greyhound Choice Award goes to Nicola Fusco. I first met Nicola 4 years ago when she was just a little freshie coming out for softball. You can tell she had found a happy place being out on the field and throwing the ball. She was immediately determined to do great things for the team and help anyone who needed it. Since that time, I've gotten to see Nicola really grow into the leadership role in softball, and I even had a chance to teach her in Algebra 2. She's a wonderful student, always completing her work on time. What more could a coach or teacher ask for? Nicola, I'm really going to miss you. It's hard to spend 4 years with a player and then watch them go off to college. I know this season has delivered you an unfair outcome ending with an injury, but you continue to be a leader for our girls and a wonderful teammate. I am incredibly proud of the person and player you have become. Please continue to keep in touch and be sure to come visit me whenever you can.
Polite, caring, sensitive, worldly, perceptive, profound, expressive, inquisitive. These are just a few words that come to mind when we think of Asa Tovas. Asa is wide beyond his years. When listening to Asa speak, it does not sound like the musings of a teenager, but rather he offers a perspective that is unique and needed. He considers the world around him and what his place is in it.
Asa's writing is, in a word, superb. It doesn't matter if he's completing a short journal response or a longer essay. The words he chooses are profound and intentional. We both eagerly anticipate reading any submission of Asa's because we know that not only is he going to express himself in an eloquent way, but that he will also present his fresh, albeit wise, perspective. Often his writing will elicit a, I never thought about it that way.
This gives us tremendous hope for our future and this generation and students like Asa to taking the helm. It is clear in all that Asa does that he too is hopeful for a more just and equitable world. It is a rarity to have a student push you to do better, to be better, but Asa has done that. He has pushed us to be the type of educators who have difficult conversations in the classroom because they are necessary, because students like Asa thrive on them, because students like Asa need a platform, and we hoped we were able to provide that for him.
When asked for student recommendations for the Greyhound Choice Gala, I could only think of 2 students I wanted to award my first Greyhound Choice Award to. Josh and Emily are my dynamic duo in the theater department. We always joke that they are connected at the hip. Where one is, the other follows. The 2 of them have helped me more than they know in the last 4 years. Having cleaned the costume closet dozens of times throughout high school, they are no strangers to hard work. Together, they have done costumes and makeup for a dozen productions, while also being cast in them as well. They have both served as avid members of the Thespian Society and strong leaders on our New Jersey Drama and Forensics League team. They both also will be receiving the Governor's Awards in Arts Education this year, Josh for costume design and Emily for makeup design. I always joke with them about this one photo of them both inside the Santa jacket of their freshman years, but in some ways, this is how I saw them still until this year. They have grown so much as performers, musicians, technicians, and designers, but I couldn't be more proud of the young adults that they have become. Being a part of their high school journey will always be something that will stick with me for the rest of my life, and they're truly the future of theater. I'm so proud of you guys.
You're so nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Chris Cataline, and my 2021 Greyhound choice is Connor Rambo. Life is not always easy. It has ups, it has downs, and even a few loops. We can either hang on for dear life, or we can throw our hands in the air and enjoy the ride. Connor has done just that. I've gotten to know him more this year than in previous 3 years, and I can only say I wished I got to know him sooner. Although the past year and a half has not been easy, I know Connor has worked harder than ever. I know I've gotten a few more gray hairs. He has dedicated his time at Northern Burlington to the soccer, wrestling, cross country, and track teams. He has supported his teammates while they all work toward improving and eventual success. He will continue this kind of support in the United States Marine Corps this fall. I want to wish him well, and I know that he will be successful, and I want him to know that I will always be there for him. Semper Fi.
So Maya, most Greyhound Choices speeches are about how incredible and hardworking a particular student is, but Maya, that goes without saying. It's clear to anyone who's ever been in your presence how incredible and hardworking you are. So I've decided for this speech not to focus on all your positive attributes, but rather focus on the impact you've had on me. Having known you, and even better, having gotten to work with you, not so much as a teacher and student, but rather as a mentor and mentee, though the twist here is that you were my mentor. You've taught me so much about what it means to be an ally and an activist. You have pushed me to sit with myself and ask myself hard questions. And what's more, you've pushed me to actually do something about it. Maya, you are incredibly skilled in expressing yourself and standing up for vulnerable peoples. I've told you this before, and I'll say it again, your perspective and your voice is not that of a typical high school student, but rather of someone much older. What's more impressive is that you are kind through it all, never passing judgment, but rather meeting people for where they're at, helping them to do better. Simply put, I wished I had your confidence and sense of self when I was your age. I sometimes sit and think about the state of the world, and it's easy to be negative, but then I'm reminded of people like you and your passion and convictions. It is young people like you that give me hope. You are about to embark on an incredible journey, and I am so excited for you to get out of the MB bubble to find others who are just as passionate as you are about the things that matter. Northern will not be the same without you. No Place for Hate will not be the same without you. I will not be the same without you. But you are off to serve the greater good. And I know your activism and the work that you do for others will make this world a better place. So thank you for being my teacher and for being my friend.
Thank you, Toya.
You're welcome. I love you so much. And I have a little graduation gift for you. I'll give it to you next week, okay?
I'm pleased to award my Greyhound choice to my Silk, Tierney McKim. Before I sing Tierney's praises, I want to apologize. I've never been very good at delegating, so as a teacher with a Silk, I've struggled with assigning things to do. I wish I'd been better at that. You did do a great job with the one thing I really needed. You asked great questions. In this incredibly volatile and uncertain year, Tierney has been a bright spot in my every other day. Somehow, by luck, I was fortunate to end my B day with AP Research, which meant I ended my day with Tierney. I looked forward to her staying after class had left, so that we could talk. We shared our thoughts about college locations, her desire to be in the wonderful city of Boston, her desire to major in journalism, and our thoughts on all that the world's been going through in the past year and a half. It's always encouraging to see teens aware of what's going on in the world. I, for one, have been adamant about keeping current on the affairs of the world, and I know that Tierney is as well. I'm impressed that her goal, for now anyway, majors have a tendency of changing, is to enter the world of journalism. The world needs more responsible journalists, and I know that Tierney will do the profession proud. I look forward to the day that I open the Washington Post and see her byline, or turn on CNN and see her reporting from the Capitol of the White House or some other more exotic location. Tierney, it's been a pleasure to have you as my Silk this year. Best of luck in the future, and please drop me an email from time to time to let me know what you're up to.
Aw, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That was so sweet.
Alexa, I am very pleased to select you as my first ever Greyhound choice. As your school counselor for the past year, I've come to know a young lady who is sincere, hardworking, and has a stellar personality. As a high school student, you have successfully balanced challenging courses while maintaining excellent grades. But for me, this award isn't about grades. This award is to let you know that I think you are truly awesome and so very talented. I remember our first meeting last year, and you were so quiet. I was honestly thinking to myself, how am I going to get this kid to open up and start chatting? We talked about school stuff, and then we hit the topic of Halloween, that we had the exact same birthday, that we loved makeup, and then Disney. It was probably one of the best meetings I've had since starting at Northern. Seeing your Instagram feed with the pictures of how you are able to transform yourself and others into our most favorite characters for fun is just plain impressive. You didn't even look like yourself in some of these pictures, and it was just incredible to see. You are a truly gifted artist, and you can see the passion you have for creating. I also enjoyed hearing about your Disney adventures and how it was truly the happiest place on earth for you. Your face lights up when you share your memories about Disney and how you and your mom go as often as possible. I don't often hear students talk about how much they enjoy spending time with their parents, but you are all about it, and it was so nice to hear how much you cherish this time together. I really hope you were able to make your dream come true of working for Disney one day. Without a doubt, Alexa, you are one of my most favorite students. You are personable, well-rounded, and determined, and I'm confident that you will achieve anything you put your mind to. I wish you all the best as you graduate from Northern. And make sure to check your mail because I'm sending you a little something just to, carry you through Disney. So I will talk to you later. Bye.
My Greyhound Choice Award goes to Priscia Batra. Priscia was a student in my Marketing 1 class in 9th grade and decided to join DECA. Since that time, nothing has stopped her. It is rare that you meet a student with so much determination and kindness, as well as phenomenal leadership and interpersonal skills. She is involved in many activities and organizations. She is an athlete and she is an outstanding student, yet she still finds the time to be an amazing DECA president. I don't know how she does it all. In this year of anything but normal, Priscia made sure that she was prepared for every DECA meeting with a smile, a creative agenda, and a welcoming demeanor. Her attention to detail went above and beyond. Her work was appreciated more than words can say, and I cannot thank her enough for being so responsible and dependable. I'm looking forward to seeing all the great things she will accomplish next year and beyond. I have no doubt that we can expect great things from Priscia Batra.
Over the past year and a half, I've learned that the most important parts of my job are the relationships I build with my students, what feels like an impossible feat during virtual learning. Thankfully, students like Miguel made this school year not only tolerable, but enjoyable. Many days it was just Miguel and I in the AP biology classroom, sharing our love of musicals, listening to throwback music, complaining about how hard college biochem is, and discussing his adventurous weekends. Even on days that he was virtual, he would come to the meet early and turn on his camera and microphone so that we could chat before class started. He does not know how valuable these interactions have been for me. Teaching online to a screen full of weird icons has been incredibly lonely and unfulfilling. But I always knew that Miguel would be there to brighten my day and remind me that there are students behind the screens who are willing to learn, ask questions, and get to know their teachers. Thank you, Miguel, for always making me smile, making me feel absolutely ancient, especially when talking about all those songs that are so old, and giving me a reason to bring my A game to class every day, even when I didn't feel like it. It has meant more to me than you could ever imagine.
Oh my gosh. I'm speechless.
Don't worry, I wrote one for you.
Oh gosh, thank you so much. Oh my god.
Cute.
Today I would like to honor Myla Brewer as my Greyhound choice. I met Myla in my Algebra 2 class last year. From the minute I saw her, I knew she was a unique and special person. I was sad when she switched to Algebra 2 honors within the first 2 weeks of school. I figured I was going to miss out on an opportunity to get to know Myla. But to my surprise, Myla must have felt a similar way. She started showing up to my advanced algebra and trig class during her lunch period. Throughout the year, Myla helped me grade papers, keep students on task, took attendance, and even helped some of my kids with math. I called her my fake Silk, since she wasn't a senior and could not apply to be an official Silk. During this time, we also had many opportunities to talk about life, high school, and the future. This year, in a letter that made me cry, Myla shared with me all the ways I helped her. But what I don't think she realized is all the ways that she helped me. Myla has reminded me how to be my true self. Life is hard and it beats you down, but my talks with Myla helped me see how special we both were. She helped build my confidence as much as I helped build hers. When Myla became my official Silk in 2021, we were so excited. COVID definitely changed how that worked out, and even though Myla and I didn't get the normal Silk year, I'm still grateful that I had her in my 5-6 class. We were still able to keep in touch and celebrate her achievements throughout this difficult year. Myla, I'm so proud of all of your accomplishments. You have grown into a beautiful, intelligent young woman. I can't wait to hear about all your achievements in the years to come, and I'll miss seeing you at Northern, but I look forward to keeping in touch with you. Congratulations, and I guess I'll talk to you sometime soon.
My Greyhound Choice Award goes to Rhea Patel. From 9th grade marketing student to NB DECA Vice President of Marketing to New Jersey DECA State Southern Region Vice President, Rhea has shown that hard work and determination can take you to places that you may not have expected to go. Rhea is involved in so many activities, yet she still finds countless hours to invest in the school store, DECA, and Relay for Life. Rhea is the go-to person for all things social media. Throughout the year, she has made sure that the school store, DECA, and Relay for Life have had a social media presence. Her work is beyond professional and appreciated so much by so many. Rhea is a leader, a very kind person, an outstanding student, and a determined person. I cannot thank her enough for everything she has done this year. Her time management skills, the quality of her work, and her involvement in so many things marketing was appreciated more than I can say. I am looking forward to all the great things that she will be a part of next year, and I wish her all the best. Rhea, just keep being you, and we will all see the great things you will accomplish. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And yeah, I just want to say thank you for being such an amazing advisor, mentor, and teacher. And thank you for fueling my passion for business. And I just wouldn't be here without you. So thank you so much. I appreciate everything you do a lot for all of us.
You're welcome, but really, thank you.
Kat, you and I go back to freshman year. You were a student in my English 1 honors class, quiet, kind, compassionate toward others, and you've always been a respectful student with an inquisitive, creative streak both in and out of the classroom. Fast forward 2 years, and as I transitioned from teaching 9th to 11th grade English, I noticed you on my English 3 class roster. That same kind generosity of spirit grew exponentially in you. Each day, your involvement and interaction with class were amazing, and it was a true gift to see you grow as a young woman, young mind, and a kind soul. You are a genuine, honest, kind person who will go far in this world, Kat. Keep being the smile, the spark, and the sunshine in the lives of those around you, and best of luck.
My Greyhound Choice Award goes to Kennedy Tooney. I have taught this young man in advanced algebra and trig this year. Kennedy walked into my class with a bit of a reputation. I was not sure how this year was going to go. Happily, I learned immediately what a great kid he was. He always said good morning and talked to me about different things. When his work began to slip, we talked and he took full responsibility. He complimented my teaching and told me it had nothing to do with me and everything to do with him. This was very mature for a high school student to say. Ever since that day, I felt close to him. I know he will do wonderful things in his life, and I look forward to hearing about them. Please help me congratulate Kennedy.
Matt, you and I spent the year together, 2019, 2020, and it was a rough year because it started out, we were having a lot of fun in class, and it ended with the pandemic, which is where we are now hopefully ending soon. I got to know you as the year progressed through your written work, through your group work, through our personal interactions in class, teacher-student, student-student. I got to know you, Matt, as an honest, hardworking guy. There was never a task that you didn't put forth your best effort, and I appreciate that. These are attributes that I admire in people, and I see that in you, Matt, and I think it's a great thing. In getting to know you throughout the year, I not only got the insight into your amazing physical strength, I think we talked about a 500-pound deadlift, something along those lines, right? And your sharp intellect, but I also saw evidence of your faith. And I think that's a wonderful thing. You are a kind, caring, selfless guy who does all that you can for those around you, spreading hope, positivity, and kindness wherever you go. King's College is getting a great guy, one who will be an asset to their program and a light shining in the lives of all around you that you encounter. So let your light shine, Matt. Be the salt of the earth.
My Greyhound Choice Award this year goes to Michael O'Malley. 3 years ago, you walked into my classroom for web design class. That very first day, you made me smile. You annoyed me, and then you made me smile again. That year throughout web design class and then the animation class, you made me smile, you made me laugh, and you annoyed me. Between you, Alex, Eric, Ryan, and Josiah, I always knew the class would never be dull or boring. I don't want to admit it, but I look forward to you coming to class. I still can't believe that you have no idea what beach I go to. I'm down here full time now. I actually moved down here a few weeks ago, right before so. That year.
So maybe it's closer than I thought.
That year that I had you in class, someone else picked you for Greyhound Choice. So I had to choose someone else. I remember having a good time with you. Since I was in charge of Greyhound Choice at that time, I knew who had picked you, but I had to make sure we had a lot of fun with that. Last year, before COVID, you came to visit me often. Every time I smiled after you left. I had to act annoyed when you came in to visit me. What fun would it be if I didn't do that, right?
Right, nope, you're right.
And this year, you actually found me in my new room. Kind of cool. Thanks for that, right? I'm in the corner now. So, Michael, I'm so glad I had the opportunity to make you my Greyhound Choice this year. Last year at Northern. Thanks for all the good times. When a teacher has a student like you, it always makes their year. The school year of 18-19 was a good year because of you. Good luck always, best of luck in whatever the future holds for you. And always remember, keep smiling.
Over the past 2 years, Megan Monahan has stood out to me as a person with exemplary character. Megan possesses an extraordinary sense of humor, personal resilience, and a commitment to helping others that have made her a joy to teach. As a student, Megan consistently made me smile and laugh. As my Silk, Megan has kept me in line when I made technology blunders and helped keep me informed about student perspective and needs. As a person, Megan has demonstrated tremendous character and positivity throughout what has been a difficult year. I admire her courage and dignity. Megan will be leaving us to become a blue hen, but she will always be one of my favorite Greyhounds. Thank you, Megan, and congratulations.
Some define success in school by grades alone. I convey to students that grades are just a small part of your success. Character traits and work ethic are part of that success too. My Greyhound choice may not have always had the best grades, but his character and work ethic are remarkable. He is honest, hardworking, and reflective. He has grown so much over the last 3 years as a person, and I cannot wait to see where his next chapter in life leads him. My Greyhound choice for the 2020-2021 school year is Michael Kokobinski. Keep believing in yourself, Michael, and you will do great things.
My Greyhound choice for 2021 is Miss Jocelyn Jeffries. That's you. One of my students presented me with a framed list of 70 lessons. Here they are. 70 lessons that she learned in Honors English 1. These were not the lessons in my grade book, the ones that my welcome message said at the beginning of class, the I can statements. Apparently, Jocelyn had been writing down a list of additional lessons I was teaching. Lessons such as a lot of smart people come from New Jersey. Your MLA handbook is your best friend. And they did not have machine guns in ancient Greece. This is Jocelyn. Jocelyn has a flair for learning and an eye for detail. As a student, having Jocelyn in my class was a delight. She always let me know what she was thinking about what we were reading and studying, an insight I appreciated. And her participation was always contagious. Other students shared because Jocelyn made it inviting and interesting. Then the year ended and my time with Jocelyn was over. Or so I thought. This year, Jocelyn opted to be one of my student interns, or Silks. She assisted me in class, which was awkward because this year was, well, you know, it was weird. But the great thing about having Jocelyn is that she took the initiative and did more than her fair share. I often put Jocelyn into breakout rooms with kids who needed help. She also contributed to discussions, offering insight as an older student who has a bit more experience under her belt. The best thing, in my opinion, was something Jocelyn offered to do on her own. Whenever we had a graded writing assignment, Jocelyn would give every kid in our class her private email address and offer to go over their essay and offer suggestions and input. This, to me, was above and beyond. Greyhound's choice is supposed to be kids who model what is best about our students. Jocelyn is a model. She sat down 3 years ago and wrote a list of 70 things she learned from me. However, I have to say, she has taught me a few things too. Thank you, Jocelyn.
Thank you so much. Oh, well,
you're very welcome.
I love you so much. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Yeah. And thank you for giving me this opportunity.
You're welcome. You deserve it.
Oh, thank you. Okay, bye.
My Greyhound Choice Award goes to Emily Plotkin. I want to borrow this line from my friend and colleague, Mr. Craig, because we made it. He says Greyhound Choice is the best night of the year, and he's right, because we get to honor the students who have made a difference in our lives every day. And in a really tough year, Emily, you have been a standout. You are an extremely talented producer, actress, and performer. As a person, you are very, very bright, You are hardworking, you are respectful, you are diligent, you are affable, you are determined, and you are articulate. You are, in my opinion, the epitome of a Northern Greyhound. Your cool, calm, and collective demeanor, I think, will serve you very, very well in your future. And I very much look forward to you joining our production team next year on Northern TV. Tonight, the Oscar goes to Emily Plotkin. Congratulations.